Here we go, Fightin' Phils fans, as we get ready for game number 4 of the 6-game set. Your Fightin' Phils lead 2-1, but they got walked off by Binghamton yesterday. A tough 5-4 loss in the bottom of the 10th inning. Brandon McElwain with the bases loaded singled home the place runner Carlos Cortez. And that's how they took their victory. But Colton Eastman, another quality start. 6 innings of work for the Fightins, just 3 runs across the board. Reading looks to bounce back tonight. They'll have lefty Ethan Lindell on the rubber, and he'll be throwing down to Logan O'Hoppe, who's back in the lineup today. Behind the plate, Jack Conley in left, Chris Sharp in center, and Jalen Ortiz in right. It's Wendell Rijo at third, Jonathan Guzman at short, Kevin Vicuna at second, and Aldrum Corridor down at first today. It's a beautiful day. It's hot. Wasn't that hot these past few days, but about 83 degrees, and the biggest change today is that the wind is pushing in right now. Not enough where I think it will hold up fly balls from getting out, but we'll see as the sun sets. And there is a beautiful parrot? No, that's not what it's called. Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon down the left field line. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Really great backdrop here with the train and the hot air balloon in the mountains here at Mirabito Stadium. As everybody gets warmed up and ready to go, it'll be Matt Carleone calling the balls and strikes. The crew chief back behind the plate today. Joe Young Kim shifting to third, and Tom Fornarola over at first. Now, Carleone, the only umpire that hasn't ejected a member of the Fightin' Phils staff yet. Hitting coach Tyler Henson ejected on Wednesday night, and last night, manager Sean Williams. So we'll see how the umpires progress throughout. I'm not sure Binghamton was very happy with them as well last night. So I don't know if it's going to be kind of a feisty game out there, especially with 6 games. You know, after a while, it gets a little chippy. A sprinting Justin Lasco for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies heads out onto the mound. We're going to throw it down to the field for the playing of the national anthem, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll with first pitch coming up in just a few minutes here in Binghamton, New York.
Fans, we ask that you please rise if you are able. Move your caps as we honor America, the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's anthem is being performed by the winner of 2022's Pride Idol, Tyler Culkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Gotta protect our democracy.
Ready for action here at Mirabito Stadium as Justin Lasco will get the start today. Now, he has not started a game this year for the Rumble Ponies so far. 8 appearances, 25 and a third innings of work. He was a starter last year for Binghamton and a couple of other affiliates, but this summer he's only come out of the pen. So I'm interested to see if he's out for a long time, if he's out for an inning. I talked to their broadcaster. He didn't know, so I guess we're going to find out together during this contest. But that'll be interesting. The starter, Alex Valverde, was pulled a couple hours before game time. No information on that. So Lasco will be throwing down to Francisco Alvarez, who's back behind the plate. Carlos Cortez in left, Brandon McElwain, the hero last night in center, and Zach Ashford after a night off back in right field. Manny Rodriguez shifts to third base. Ronnie Mauricio at short, Wyatt Young over at second, and Matt Winokur at first base. Home whites for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Reading is going to stay put in their navy BP jerseys that they wore last night and on Tuesday. The road gray pants and the alternate cap, that's navy and red with the white cursive R on the front. It's Pride Night here at Mirabito Stadium, so a lot of the Binghamton Rumble Ponies featuring some extra rainbow gear, socks and arm bands and compression pieces with their uniform tonight. There was a pregame drag show at the ballpark and a good crowd here at Mirabito Stadium, so you love to see that as it is beautiful and 83 degrees, sunny, and some wispy clouds in the sky. Try to make it through 3 hours or under 3 hours, hopefully, tonight. These have been some longer games. Wind just about 6 miles an hour, so light breeze coming in. But I'll update you on the rest of that throughout the contest. Wendell Rijo is going to lead it off for the Fightin' Phils. Jack Conley in second. Josh Alchemy in third. And Logan Ohapi back in the order. And in the cleanup spot today, the first pitch is ripped down the third baseline, foul by Rijo, coming in at 7:09 here at Mirabito Stadium. Righty Lasco has a 7.11 ERA, 14 walks to 22 strikeouts, so the walks have been kind of his kryptonite today. As Rijo steps back into the righty batter's box, an 0-1 count. This is just his second time in the leadoff spot this summer as he takes a ball below the knees. Looking to work the pitch count of Lasco. Middle infielders back deep, corner infielders playing in. Righty kicks and fires. Rijo lines this into left, and it's going to drop in. Cortez took a beat before coming in, and he let it fall in front of him. And Rijo gets started with the runner on and nobody out, and that's the way to do it here as he hands the bat over to Jack Conley. Conley had one of Reading's just 6 hits last night. Struggled to get the bats going, looking to bring them in this contest. And Jack has batted in that number 2 hole 6 times so far this summer as he takes the first pitch outside. Lasco's done 4 or so innings in relief. He's also gone a couple times where he just does 2. The throw down, Rijo slides in and he's tagged out. Alvarez has looked very good back behind the plate. But he gets Rijo, and the Fightins lose their base runner here. And now there's an out on the board and nobody on base. Jack Conley took a ball there. Takes a swinging strike, 2-1 the count. I know first base coach Mike Jones trying to get them to run a little bit more. Rijo, the kind of guy to do it. He wants everybody to have career highs. Rijo's got 8 as Conley sends this down the third baseline, foul. Yesterday, Jack Conley had a career high stolen base count. I know it's only 2, but for a catcher, they don't usually take a lot of bags, so he has certainly worked on his speed and hopefully will take more this summer. The 2-2 popped up foul. It's going to bounce off and into the stands. He'll keep his 2-2 count. 25 years old is the righty from Bridgeport, Connecticut, as he deals another line drive foul up the third base side. Product of UMass Amherst. So, Northeast guy through and through. No score, top of the first, one out on the board. Jack fouls this into the R-Phil's dugout. Keep his 2-2 count. Certainly working Lasco early, trying to see a lot of pitches here. That was number 7. Righty, backhand bat on his shoulder. Wide stance. Here's a 2-2, down and away, and now it is full. Another ground ball foul up the third base side, fielded by manager Sean Williams. He's going to send it into the crowd. And pitch number 10 coming in here to Jack Conley. Full count now. Lasco kicks and fires a slow roller up to second. Charging Young over to first, and there's out number 2. Long at bat for Jack Conley. Puts 10 pitches on the arm of Justin Lasco, but it results in out number 2. And here is Josh Alchemy for the first time tonight. First lefty batter that Lasco will see. He takes a swinging strike. Once again, no radar gun here at Binghamton, so I cannot tell you how fast everybody is throwing, but I can tell you this. Lefties bat better than righties here against Lasco, not by much. They bat .333, and righties bat .316, so overall, pretty solid. A ball and a strike here. Josh Alchemy takes a swing and a miss. 1-2. 2 outs in the top of the first. Reading did get a base runner. Wendell Rijo recorded a hit to start off the game, but he was caught stealing. Now there's 2 outs on the board here. Infield, outfield, back deep. The 1-2 from the righty. Alchemy takes it sky high into right center field. McElwain tracking it down. It ends up being Ashford who makes the catch. But Lasco faces the minimum to get out of the first, and on to the bottom half we go. Reading will send up Ethan Lindell in just a moment. The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Ethan Lindell was on the COVID list for quite a while. June 14th. So exactly 10 days, and he's eligible to come back here on the Fightin' Phils, and he's going to get the start tonight. And looking forward to watching him pitch. He's healthy now, and we're happy about that. The lefty will be throwing down to Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. Jack Conley out and left. Chris Sharp and Jalen Ortiz rounding out the rest of the outfield. Wendell Rijo and Jonathan Guzman on the left side. and Kevin Vicuna, and Aldrum Corridor on the right side. Corridor's third start at first base this season. We'll see Brandon McElwain, Francisco Alvarez, Brett Beatty, and Ronnie Mauricio in that cleanup spot. McElwain has certainly deserved this leadoff spot the way he's played against the Reading Fightin' Phils this series, batting .400. Lindell's first pitch on the outside. Ball number 1. He's only had a couple of starts here in Double-A, spending most of his time with High A Jersey Shore as he gets a strike on the outside corner. 1-1, just 4 starts. Last outing, 5 innings of work, 2 hits, 2 runs, and 8 strikeouts as he gets a big hack from McElwain, 1-2. Highest pitch count he's done here in Reading, 74. And the longest outing was 5 innings. Looking for out number 1 here, the lefty glove at the chest, kicks and fires home. And some high heat gets McElwain. Takes a stab at it, but comes up with nothing. And out number 1 is a strikeout for Lindell. Here's Francisco Alvarez. Game number 67 of 138 as we get nearer and nearer every day to the final game of the first half of the season. There's a ball outside. That will be on Sunday here against Binghamton. We wrap up on the 26th before we reset at the half. There's a called strike. 1-1. I think Hartford's going to take the northeast side. Somerset's still in the mix, but coming down to the wire, Erie and Richmond battling it out on the southwest side. The 1-1. Alvarez chops up the middle, slow rolling Vacunia backhands over to first. And there's out number 2. Wendell Rijo got a hit in the top of the first, but was caught stealing, and the Fightins ended up going down in order. Lindell looking to do the same to put his team up to bat in the top of the second. First, he'll see Brett Beatty, who's playing as the designated hitter tonight. Beatty had a solid home run yesterday, but has struggled at third, so they're giving him the day off. Lefty-lefty matchup. There's a called strike. Now, obviously, our High A Jersey Shore team plays the High A Brooklyn. That's the Mets affiliate. Quite a bit. So a lot of these guys have seen each other before, but technically in Double-A, Lindell and Beatty has not matched. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Beatty is frustrated, already arguing with Matt Carleone behind the plate. And he's down 0-2 in the count. Hoppe tries to get this on the outside corner. No call from the umpire, and we'll have to go again with a 1-2 count. No score, bottom of the first. 2 outs. Ethan comes home. This one's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also, a couple other transactions today as Trevor Betancourt and Simone Muzziotti continue their rehab now in Clearwater. So a step in the right direction for both of those guys. Hoping to have them back on our roster or back where they're healthy. Some short time as Lindell sends this in the dirt over the plate, and now the count is full. 2 outs, the payoff pitch to Beatty, and this is lined right past a diving Kevin Vicuna. Laid out for it. Just couldn't come up with the ball. Ortiz throws it back in quickly. Beatty stops at first, and a base hit with 2 outs on the board puts a runner on here for Ronnie Mauricio. And Mauricio just hasn't really had it this series. Yesterday he did have a double, but otherwise 1 for 5. Struck out 4 times in the prior game, 0 for 5 on Tuesday's game. So I don't know if it means that he's just in a slump or he's due for it now. Takes the first pitch outside. Runner on first. Corridor is using his hands to cover the sun. He does have sunglasses on. This is a sky-high pop-up. Jonathan Guzman takes a couple steps back into the outfield and makes the catch. Both teams 1 hit, no run, going into 2 scoreless at Mirabito Stadium.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Here's Logan O'Hoppy to start us off in the top of the second. Both teams recorded a hit, but nobody brought in a run, so it's still 0-0 here. Rogue Baseball got on the field from the Arphils bullpen. Toss that off. And we'll be ready to go. It'll be O'Hoppy, Ortiz, and Corridor here against Lasco. As Logan puts the bat on his shoulder. Had the night off yesterday. But back behind the plate today as he takes a first pitch strike. Chases pitch number 2 and is down 0-2 in the count. Infield, outfield, back deep here. Shadows starting to come across the field. Home plate is the only part in the shade as Logan takes a pitch on the outside corner. A called strike, and on 3 pitches, there is out number 1 for the righty Justin Lasco, his first strikeout of the game. And now we'll see Jalen Ortiz. Ortiz, a base hit and a run scored in yesterday's contest, has 2 home runs already in this series, 12 on the season. Chases a breaking ball, strike number 1. The Phillies are still on the West Coast against the San Diego Padres. They don't start till 9:40. So we'll keep you updated there as Ortiz takes a ball outside. Lehigh Valley just beginning their contest against Norfolk. They trail by 1 run after 1 inning of work. Lasco deals. Ortiz takes this into right center. Racing over is Ashford. Going back is Young, and neither of them can get to it in time. It drops in, and a base hit for Jalen Ortiz puts a runner on with just 1 out here. And that was a perfectly placed little blooper into the shallow outfield. Reading's got a runner here with 1 out for Aldrim Corridor. Jersey Shore is playing the Mets High A affiliate Brooklyn. They are scoreless after 1. And Clearwater has a delayed start against Tampa. Of course, we'll be checking in on that game for all the rehabbers that we've got there. Lasco comes inside to the lefty Corridor. Starts him off with the ball. Ortiz shuffles off the bag at first. Aldrim takes the ball inside, 2-0, excuse me. With the lefty bat, it'll be the responsibility of Mauricio to cover second if Ortiz tries to go. Cortez sends this into left center field. It hangs up in the sky, and it's a fly out to Carlos Cortez for out number 2. And here is Jonathan Guzman with a runner on first and 2 away. Lasco, a 30th round draft pick in 2019. So just his 3rd professional season this summer. Sends a ball in the dirt to Jonathan Guzman. Ortiz on first with 2 outs. And Guzzi rips this foul. He's already had 1 homer in this series. I think the Stars can align for another one. Lasco taking his time. Every clock is being run out to the last second. There's a chopper to second base, on to first. And the Fightin' Phils do get 1 hit, but they strand him on. To the bottom of the second we go, scoreless at Mirabito Stadium.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Lindell, after a 1-2-3 inning, will join us for the bottom of the second, looking to keep this game scoreless. Fightin' Phils have 2 hits, Binghamton just 1. And Ethan needed only 15 pitches to get out of the first. So we'll see Cortez, Young, and Ashford here, the middle of the lineup in the bottom of the second. Lefty-lefty matchup. This is grounded down the first base line. Aldrum Corridor grabs it, makes the flip to Lindell, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Talk about efficiency there. Good fielding practice by the pitchers. And now another lefty bat in Wyatt Young. We've talked about how lefty heavy this lineup is. I think it'll be solid for Ethan Lindell tonight to have all of these lefties, especially in order. I mean, I think they put them all. First pitch called strike, second one at the knees. Ground ball, right side, ranging over is Kevin Vicuna, on to first. Both of those lefties pulling the ball. Great range by Vicuna. We've seen it all week long. And here is Zach Ashford with 2 away. So out of the 9 batters, 3 of them are right-handed and 1 of them is a switch hitter. The our Phils have 2 lefties in right now. Of course, Hunter Marquardt is a lefty. He's on the injured list, and Salgazzo is a switch hitter. A first pitch strike to Ashford. Logan frames the second one on the outside corner, but he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. Line drive is going to drop in. Jack Conley hustles over and fires it in. And Ashford gets himself a base hit here in the second. With 2 outs, Matt Winokur up to bat. Winokur under the Mendoza line, batting .131. Yesterday went 0 for 4 and then was controversially hit by a pitch in the 10th inning. And that's the call that got Sean Williams ejected. The lefty moving his bat quite a bit as he takes a called strike on the outside corner. Ashford over at first. He's had 4 stolen bases in 5 attempts, but Lindell, a lefty, has a really good vantage point on him. He's looking over at the runner. Now he looks home. 0-1 becomes the 0-2 after a swing and a miss by Winokur. Would love to know the velocities here, but they do not show them at this ballpark. Runner on first, 2 outs here. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Lindell taking his time, runner going, and he comes back. Logan was ready to fire down to second, and they totally would have had him if he did. A ball and 2 strikes. Now that he second-guessed himself, I'm not sure if Ashford is going to take off. He doesn't this time. Checking his swing is Winokur. They point down to the umpire. He says he doesn't go around, and the count evens at 2 apiece. That's my favorite part. So when you're a lefty, they point to the third base umpire. But because this is a 3-man crew, when somebody gets on first, the umpire goes to stand by second. And so he doesn't have a better vantage point than anyone else to say if he went around or not. 2 outs, a runner aboard. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lindell's going to go over to first. Ashford gets back in time. Train is going beyond the left field wall. Cargo train. Maybe that's what I was looking for yesterday. Lindell leans over, gets the sign from Ohapi. Runner on first, 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he kicks and fires home. This is popped up foul into the seats. Keep his count. Both teams, no runs on 2 hits. 25 pitches here for Lindell. Lasco had 29 to get through 2. Just a strike away. See from getting out of this frame, he shakes off Ohapi. Now they decide on a pitch. Ashford over at first. 2 outs on the board. Here's the 2-2. Just outside, and it's a full count. Making things interesting for us. Ethan joined us in Double-A on May 23rd, so has been here for about a month, although spent 10 days of that on the COVID IL. Looks over at first. Here's the payoff pitch, the runner going. A line drive, jumping his corridor. He keeps it in his glove and makes a very impressive catch down at first. What a play by Aldrum to get out number 3, and stranding a runner on first is Ethan Lindell. Scoreless as we head to the third here at Mirabito Stadium.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Also, a very happy 7th birthday to Brooklyn, Michigan.
Chris Sharp, Kevin Vicuna, and Wendell Rijo due up here in the top of the third. Both teams no runs on 2 hits. As Justin Lasko out for another inning of work. Both starting pitchers through 29 offerings here. They're almost exactly even. Lasko just one more strike than Lindell as he sends a first pitch strike into Chris Sharp, and then one down and away, 1-1. Ready to look to get on the board first here. They have an opportunity scoreless in the top of the third as Chris takes the ball outside. 2-1. He's had a pretty solid series for himself. Yesterday, a base hit scored the first run of the game. Sends this up in the air in the outfield. McElwain coming over in center, but it ends up being Ashford who makes the catch. And there is out number 1. He didn't really move that much, just kind of stuck his glove in the air and made the play. And here is Kevin Vicuna. Kevin had his first home run of the season yesterday, sailed that right over the wall in left center. He's got it in him here, looking for another. Sends the first pitch, a blooper into right field. Chasing it is Ashford, and he's there this time to make the catch. Back-to-back outs in right brings up Wendell Rijo. He's had one of 2 hits for the Fightin' Phils today, but was caught stealing back in the first. I was talking to Rijo about, what some of the guys did last night. They said they went out to dinner, but he was just in awe over these lava cakes that he has. If you don't know what a lava cake is, it's basically like hot fudge inside of like a small chocolate cake, and then I think they said that it had ice cream, and he and Vacunia were like, this is the best thing that's ever existed. We have to go back. So I don't know if they have lava cakes abroad, but I concur. Lava cakes are very good. Hopefully that will fuel him for today. He takes the first pitch ball and then a second one inside, 2-0. 2 quick outs here as we're back at the top of the order in the top of the third. Rijo in the righty batter's box sends this sharply down to third. Rodriguez, first play of the game, and he does it successfully. The Phils go down in order 1, 2, 3. And on to the bottom half we go. Ethan Lindell called upon for another inning of work in just a moment.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Crusonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. the Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
The Artphils went down in order in the top of the third. Ethan Lindell in for the bottom half. He'll see Manny Rodriguez, number 9 hitter. And then on to the top of the order with Brandon McElwain and Francisco Alvarez. Both teams, no runs, 2 hits. Bottom of the third at Mirabito Stadium. The wind has completely died down now. That flag in center is at the pole as this is lined into left. Jack Conley throws it into second. The play, the tag, they got him! Will people learn not to run on Jack Conley? I don't think so. Rodriguez tried to turn a single into a double there, and he's tagged out by Kevin Vicuna. And he'll certainly get awarded a base hit. But what a play by Jack Conley. That's the 20th outfield assist for the Fightin' Phils. And let me count how many belong to Jack. It's most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now 9 for Jack. 9 of 20. That's very impressive. This is lined right into the glove of Aldrum Corridor. Just didn't have enough on it to get over his head. And on one pitch, Brandon McElwain is down. And here's Francisco Alvarez. Great defensive work by the Fightin' Phils. Honestly, all summer long, that's really been a high tool of theirs. First pitch ball, the second pitch, a sky-high pop-up. Logan O'Hoppe coming in front of the dugout, so is Aldrum Corridor. But it ends up about 4 rows back behind Binghamton's Visions Federal Credit Union dugout. And that's strike number 1 to Alvarez. So a two-level seating bowl here down the first and third base line, wrapping around. I'm up on the top of the second level. There's a roof above me, but no seating above me, so I've got the whole ballpark in my sights. As Alvarez connects, taking it out to left center. There to make the play in front of the warning track is Chris Sharp. And another 1-2-3 frame. Ethan Lindell did that on 6 pitches. Wow. That's impressive. As we head scoreless into the top of the fourth, the Artphils will have the heart of their order in just a moment.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How many outfield assists do you think it'll take for the opposing team to stop running on Jack Conley? As they had a hit. Manny Rodriguez got on first, but he tried to take two. And Jack said no, so Lindell faced the minimum, a quick bottom of the third, and now we are still tied at 0 in the fourth. Jack will lead off himself here. Josh Alchemy and Logan O'Hoppe. 37th pitch of the evening for Justin Lasco. Jack grounds this foul into the Arphil's dugout, and the count moves to 1-1. I'm going to try to cut that clip for you guys and put it up on social media so you can see how good that throw was from down and left. Conley fouls it the opposite way this time, and he's down 1-2 in the count. He grounded out to second his first time up. Righty deals to the righty. Down and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shadows starting to infiltrate the field now. Coming from left to right as the sun sets beyond the roof here at third. Sharply struck Rodriguez from third base over to first. And there is out number 1. I was watching Manny yesterday before the game take a lot of work over at third base with Reed Brignac, his manager. And then he ended up playing the game at second. So I was like, oh, okay, that's where they're going to put him. But today he's over at third, and he looked, I have to say, he did look very impressive over there at the hot corner. But, of course, that doesn't always translate to in-game action. So he's made 2 routine plays so far, so we'll keep an eye on him over there as Josh Alchemy, the designated hitter tonight, takes back-to-back balls outside. Josh getting the day off from first base today. He's always over there and just focusing on his time up at the plate. 2-0 hits the knees inside. 2-1. Logan O'Hoppe is in the on-deck circle. And Jalen Ortiz in the hole. Out number 1 as Josh rips this over the head of the first baseman. Is he going to take 2? I think he is. Ashford doesn't even realize it. A lazy throw back in. And Josh turns a single into a double here. They read that scouting report right. And he gets credit for his team-leading 12th of the season. And suddenly the Fightin' Phils have a runner in scoring position here with just one out for Logan O'Hoppe, who, of course, leads the team in RBIs with 39. Perfect time to get that big round 40. Logan leads the team in most offensive categories, hits with 56, home runs with 14. Up the middle, ranging over is Young. He makes the play, but Alchemy does shift over to third. And so now there's a runner 90 feet from home with 2 outs on the board and Jalen Ortiz up to bat. Jalen 1 for 1 today. Reading only has 3 hits on the board. Binghamton Rumble Ponies have 3 as well. Josh shuffles off the bag at third. Lasco comes outside to Jalen. 1-0. Alvarez has been pretty stellar behind the plate. He's going to have to keep that up here. Otherwise, Josh is looking to come. And he gets a pick in the dirt there. Just as I say that, 2 balls, no strikes. Fightin' Phil's looking to put up the first run of the game. They've got 2 outs, but a runner on third here in the top of the 4th. Both teams scoreless. Wide open stance. And another breaking ball that goes just too far away. Jalen has been known to chase, but he doesn't chase in this at-bat, and he leads the count 3-0, and that will prompt a visit from Francisco Alvarez out to Justin Lasco. Loves a good breaking ball down and away, but these have just been too far. And he's certainly, I would say, matured at the plate this summer, taking less of those swinging strikes and waiting for his pitch lately. Manager Sean Williams now giving the signs And having a little chat with Josh Alchemy over at third as Alvarez comes back behind the plate. Three balls and no strikes. Runner on third, 2 outs. Scoreless, top of the fourth. Lasco deals, and that is ball 4 outside. So the meeting at the mound didn't quite result in what they were looking for. Jalen's going to take a walk down to first, and that's what I mean. Right there, he was patient. He waited for a good pitch, and instead of trying to make something out of nothing, he just held off and took a walk. And that's, sometimes it's just as good of a hit. So, runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Aldrum Corridor looking to be the hero here and put the R-Phils on top. Steps in the lefty batter's box. He had a fly out into right his first time up. Takes a first pitch strike. He definitely goes the opposite way here, but they do have him shifted as a lefty bat, so it's really just Rodriguez manning the left side of the infield. He takes it up the middle, way back. McElwain at the warning track, but it holds up in the sky, and Reading strands 2 runners on the base paths here. So we keep it scoreless at Mirabito Stadium. Into the bottom half we go for Ethan Lindell.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Reading had an opportunity in the top of the fourth, runners on the corners, but they just couldn't drive in a run. So we are still scoreless here at Mirabito Stadium. Ethan Lindell back for another inning of work. He'll see the heart of the order, Beatty, Mauricio, and Cortez, as Brett fouls one back. He's 1 for 1 today. Both teams 3 hits. Another one hits the roof. Down 0-2. Above the letters. A ball and 2 strikes. Scoreless bottom of the fourth. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Inside. 2-2. And there's a called strike 3. Brett Beatty is caught looking, and he is still standing in the batter's box. And finally, he turns around and takes out number 1 with him back to the dugout. That was just strikeout number 2 for Ethan Lindell, kind of a weak contact inducer, as Ronnie Mauricio comes up with 1 out. Popped up to short his first time up. Take a first pitch down and away. Can't get over how tall Mauricio is. He says listed 6'3", but Brett Beatty is also listed 6'3", and they're definitely not the same height, so scam. Back-to-back balls here, 2-0. Infield is back deep, everybody on that outfield grass edge. Ronnie certainly has some power. He takes this way out to left center field. Back at the wall, and it's long gone. Mauricio starts off the scoring with a solo home run, his 12th of the season, and puts Binghamton to a 1-0 lead. Crowd is excited to see the Mets' number 3 prospect deliver. He has not this entire series. And here is Carlos Cortez with an out on the board. Three balls consecutively. Excuse me, first pitch ball. Second one is a called strike. Carlos Cortez from the left side here. This starts a string of lefties. 4 straight here. Lindell has 1 out. Misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lights have come on here at the ballpark. Pretty much just the outfield is in the sun. Ethan gets Cortez to take some weak contact. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is shot out to center field. Racing in is Chris Sharp, but it's going to bounce in front of him. Just didn't have enough on it that he was able to get there. Tried to make a play, but Cortez over at first here, and now Wyatt Young is up to bat. This could be a double play action for Lindell. Got quite a number of ground outs already. And looking for 2 outs. Lefty once again. This is a called strike inside. There's one outside. Let's check in on our affiliates, why don't we? The Phillies don't start till 9:40, so still have quite a while. Lehigh Valley is threatening in the bottom of the third. 2 on, no out. They trail by 1. Scott Kingery is up to bat. Two balls and a strike here to Wyatt Young with a runner on first and 1 out in our game. Lehigh Valley trails Brooklyn 1-0. Mick Abel is on the mound. Pitched 3 innings of work, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts so far, no walks. There's a called strike at the knees, and the count is now 2-2. Clearwater was in a delay, and now they're postponed due to rain. So I guess we're not going to see how those guys are doing in their rehab today. But we'll keep an eye out on them in the next coming days. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lindell looks over at the runner on first. Now he comes home. That's a called strike, 3 at the knees. Young already turns his back and heads to the dugout. Knew he shouldn't have hung up on that pitch. And now there's 2 outs here. Ethan trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Rumble Ponies lead 1-0 off of Ronnie Mauricio's solo shot. And here is Zach Ashford, who's 1 for 1 today. Ashford takes the first pitch called strike at the knees. So Carleone is giving that outside corner for lefties to the pitcher. Corridor still blocking the sun with his hand. He has sunglasses on. This goes up the middle. 2 hops. Guzzi's going to take it to first, and that will do it here. The Fightin' Phils get out of the inning, stranding a runner aboard, but 1 run does score. Ronnie Mauricio's solo shot puts the Binghamton Rumble Ponies on top. To the 5th we go in just a moment here at Mirabito Stadium.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Fightin' Phils trail by 1 now. Ronnie Mauricio's solo shot put the Rumble Ponies on top. The Fightin' Phils will fight back here as Jonathan Guzman takes this into shallow right field. Coming back is Wyatt Young, and he makes the catch for out number 1 on the first pitch of the top of the 5th. Here's Chris Sharp with 1 away. Sharp, a long fly out to right his first time up. Come up for the second time today against Justin Lasko, the starter who's up to 53 pitches. Takes the first pitch called strike. Reading just 3 hits so far. Wendell Rijo, Jalen Ortiz, and Josh Alchemy. Rumble Ponies have 4. Chris Sharp takes his way out to left field. Going back at the wall is McElwee, but he makes the catch, and there's out number 2. Two quick balls in the air, puts 2 outs on the board, and Kevin Vicuna now up to bat. Trying to get something rolling here for the Fightin' Phils. I mean, everybody that comes up to the plate represents the tying run, as Binghamton just ahead 1-0 here. Takes the first pitch ball and then a swinging strike. Vacunia gets a piece of it to stay alive. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Solid crowd here at the ballpark today. Very invested, the people that are here. Vacunia digs his right foot in. 2 outs, the 1-2. Chops this slowly up to first. Trying to beat the pitcher there. Who gets their foot on the bag first? It's Lasko. And the Fightin' Phils are retired in order here as we go into the bottom half. Binghamton leads 1-0. Quick top of the fifth, the Fightin' Phils went down in order, so Ethan Lindell is up very quickly here for the bottom half. Binghamton leads 1-0. Matt Winokur, their number 8 hitter, followed by Manny Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter, and back to the top of the order with Brandon McElwain here. First pitch ball, second pitch foul back into the net behind home plate. Makes it 1-1, just nearing 60 pitches here for the starter. Lefty-lefty matchup. Popped up to first, his first time up. Now he'll ground out. Kevin Vicuna flips to the pitcher. He gets his foot on the bag first. And there's out number 1. Here's Manny Rodriguez with one away. He has one of just 5 hits for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Rodriguez punts this foul. So he had a single back in the third, but he ran on Jack Conley, and you don't do that. And he was thrown out trying to take second. Jack's 9th outfield assist of the season. He takes a hefty swinging strike for strike number 2. There's one below the knees. And there's a called strike 3. Rodriguez just standing there looking. As the Fightin' Phils throw it around the horn here. 2 outs now for Ethan Lindell as he sees the top of the order. McElwain, who's been kind of the guy for the Rumble Ponies this series, is 0 for 2, starting it off today. Steps in on the right side, takes a first pitch strike. Looking to put his team back up to bat in the top of the 6th. They'll have the top of the order when they come up. As a ball misses below the knees, 1-1 the count. See what his ratio here. 5 groundouts, 1 flyout for Ethan Lindell, and a total of 4 strikeouts. So he's kind of been all across the board today in getting those outs. Just the 1 run coming off the solo shot from Ronnie Mauricio. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But you never know when something like that could be the only run of the game. Ground ball, left side, it's sharply struck, it's foul. Rijo, a perfect throw over to third, though. Made the play. That was fantastic from deep in the hole, but it was foul. Count will stay 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Popped up down the right field line. It drops foul. Ortiz gave it chase, but he just couldn't get over there in time. And thankfully it was a foot to the right of that white chalk line. Actually, I think it's spray paint, but whatever. They usually do the outfield lines in spray paint just so they stay for longer. And then on the dirt, it's, of course, the chalk. Sometimes it's spray paint there, too. This is a slow pop-up. It's foul, but Aldrum Corridor has it. He's made quite the plays over at first today. I mean, all over the field, Reading has been fantastic defensive work. So they get out of the inning 1, 2, 3, and on to the 6th we go, down by 1. But Reading will have the top of their order in just a moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Top of the order for the Fightin' Phils, down 1-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Wendell Rijo, Jack Conley, Josh Alchemy due up. Rijo shows signs of bunt, but he takes a called strike. Reading just has 3 hits so far, and Rijo has 1 of them. But he was caught stealing in the first, so erased from the base pass as this ball comes down and away. He kept the bat on his shoulder this time. When you take a first pitch strike, your batting average goes down considerably. And so now he's going to try to put this ball in play as he takes one outside 2-1. Justin Lasco, 62 pitches. He's cruising. Only allowed 1 free pass as well. There's a called strike to Rijo at the knees, 2-2. Lasco has struck out just 1 batter as Rijo pops this in foul territory. 6 groundouts, 6 flyouts. And he steps back in the righty batter's box. 2-2 out of the righty, and he lines this up, and Ronnie Mauricio jumps up and makes the play. And I'll tell you, that man's taller than 6'3" out there at short, because he pulled that from the sky. Robin Wendell Rijo, out number 1. Well hit, though. I don't think most people would be able to get that out of the sky. And here is Jack Conley. First pitch called strike. Conley has pulled the ball and pushed it the opposite way today, both times on the ground. See what this at-bat presents. First pitch strike, second one inside, 1-1. Reading just needs to get on the base paths. As Jack takes a ball down and away. Lasco, glove of the chest, gets the sign from his catcher, Alvarez. Here's the 2-1, slowly rolling foul. It's 2-2. Infield, outfield, back deep to Jack. Wide stance, and takes a swinging strike to his knees. There's out number 2 in the top of the 6th. The Phils trail 1-0. It's that Ronnie Mauricio homer that is keeping Binghamton afloat here. But now Josh Alchemy looking to keep the ball rolling here. He had a double in his last at-bat. Everybody that comes up, though, they represent the tying run. And anybody could do it. Every single person in the starting 9 now has 1 home run. Alchemy sends this into left. It's going to drop in. Cortez doesn't give it much attempt to run it out, and it falls down in front of him. Josh Alchemy placed that perfectly in shallow left. So with 2 outs, he gets himself on the board. Maybe a little 2-out rally here. Multi-hit game for Josh Alchemy. And here is Logan O'Hoppe with 2 outs and a runner on first. Logan 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a ground out. Jalen Ortiz now walking into the on-deck circle, which doesn't actually exist here, but you know what I mean. Logan takes the ball outside. Lasco up to 74 pitches here. Don't see anybody in Binghamton's bullpen. Alchemy shuffles off the bag at first. Logan grounds this sharply to Ronnie Mauricio. He's going to make the easy play at second. And a fielder's choice is out number 3 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Binghamton leads 1-0. Should see Ethan Lindell for another frame. Francisco Alvarez, Rhett Beatty, and Ronnie Mauricio due up here in the bottom of the 6th. Binghamton leads 1-0, and a pitching change for the Fightin' Phils as Ethan Lindell hands the ball over to Jack Perkins. Lindell, 5 innings of work, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 4 strikeouts, 71 pitches. Jack sees Alvarez a first pitch strike, and then a ball. Jack's got very solid endurance here. He could potentially take us through the rest of this game if he has it, and I think also probably depends on the score as well. First pitch inside, 2-1. Good start for Ethan, just gave up that 1 run, the solo shot to Ronnie Mauricio. Perkins on the right side. This is lined up and right into the glove of Chris Sharp. I mean, it was well struck, and maybe that was a little part of the problem. It just carried all the way out into center field. And there is out number 1 for Jack Perkins here as Brett Beatty comes up. Beatty 1 for 2 today, a single and a strikeout. Not happy about that strikeout. His last time up, righty-lefty matchup, Perkins. Sends him a first pitch ball. And now a strike in the, or excuse me, another ball in the dirt. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Beatty shakes his head and walks backward. He's got the Pride stuff on today. Bright yellow gloves, colored rainbow high socks, and rainbow compression arm sleeve. He's arguing with the home plate umpire here, waiting for him to step back in. A ball and 2 strikes. This one is inside. It hits his left foot, and he's going to be awarded first base. So a hit by pitch puts a runner on here with 1 out. Ronnie Mauricio up to bat, his first time against Jack Perkins in this series.
The shortstop, number 2, Ronnie Mauricio.
Another lefty bat here for Perkins to go after. Runner on first, 1 out, inside. Good pick by Logan O'Hoppe back behind the plate. Let's look around the farm system. Lehigh Valley still trails 1-0 to Norfolk. Jeff Singer taking the mound. Jersey Shore trails Brooklyn 2-0. Mick Abel still out there through 5. Or working through 5, I should say, as Mauricio takes some high heat from Jack Perkins. 1-1 now the count. The righty digs his foot in there in front of the first base side of the rubber. Now he gives a little look at Brett Beatty. He's had just 1 stolen base this summer. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. And of course, Clearwater was postponed, and Philly doesn't start until an hour and 10 minutes from now. Jack turns completely around, looks at Beatty. And Mauricio gets a little piece of it to stay alive. Sun has now set enough that all of the field is in shadows. The lights are illuminating it out there. It should be still bright for another half hour. Running going, and Mauricio fouls it back, so he's going to have to go back, and the hit and run didn't quite work out in the favor of the Rumble Ponies. Shuffling off the bag is Beatty. I wonder if he'll go again here. Here's the 1-2. He doesn't go. This is a sky-high pop-up foul. It's going to hit the roof and keep his count. One nothing here. Binghamton leading the Fightin' Phils. That was Mauricio's solo home run back in the 4th. Perkins looking to shut him down here in the 6th with a 1-2 count. 1 out on the board, runner on first. And he gets him to chase down and away. A big strikeout for Jack Perkins over the Mets' number 3 prospect. And there is out number 2, and Beatty still hung up at first. Here's Carlos Cortez. He's 1 for 2 today. Binghamton 6 hits, Reading just 3. Beautiful sky back behind the ballpark, wispy clouds. Nice light yellow. Tomorrow's contest is going to go back to 6:35 here. And you'll see for the Fightin' Phils righty Adam Leverett First pitch ball to Carlos Cortez. Perkins has 2 outs in this frame. Runner on first. This is fouled back into the net behind home plate. Another starter change for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies, as tomorrow we'll see Alec Casena, the righty, was supposed to be David Griffin. Glove at the waist for Perkins. Out of the stretch, the 1-1. Inside, good pick by Ohapi, keeps it in front of him. 2-1, they get a new ball. That one touched the ground. Beatty shuffles off the bag corridor there to hold him on. Everybody else back deep. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Jack comes home. A late swing by Cortez. And he's only able to foul it back into the net behind home plate. 2-2. Two outs on the board, runner on first. Ohapi setting up on the outside part of the plate. This ball comes a little too far outside, and now the count is full. Gets the sign from Ohapi back behind the plate. 2 outs on the board, runner on first. Here's the payoff pitch. This is well struck into right center field, all the way back to the wall. The runner was going, and he's going to come home. And a run-scoring double for Carlos Cortez makes it Binghamton 2, Reading 0. And Beatty was able to get him home with 2 outs. He was going, and he got off to a good jump. And a multi-hit contest for Carlos Cortez here, as Perkins will now face Wyatt Young with a runner in scoring position, trying to put out number 3 on the board. Young 0 for 2 today, both of those at-bats, though, against Ethan Lindell. Sends him a first pitch ball inside. And the left side. Perkins, back foot slider, misses again. 2-0. Cortez out on second. Jonathan Guzman covering. Takes about a 5 to 7 foot lead. Perkins looks back at him. Now he comes home way inside. Three balls, no strikes. Brett Beatty was hit by a pitch and came home on Carlos Cortez's double. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Binghamton leads 2-0. 3-0 hits the strike zone, 3-1. Struck down the first base side, it's foul. And that'll make the count full here. Second full count for Jack Perkins, and hoping it goes in his favor this time. Two outs, runner on second. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, fouled back right in front of the R-Phil's dugout. And the count stays full. Down to about 80 degrees here. Just a very slight breeze that's moving that flag and left, not really affecting the game at all. No sun in the sky anymore. Here's the payoff pitch once more with 2 outs. Again, Young late to the pitch, and he fouls it off the tip of his bat. Playing Staying Alive as he's working Jack Perkins. Pitch number 8. Runner on second, 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. The payoff pitch, ground ball right side. This should do it, and it does. But another run comes across. Carlos Cortez sends in Brett Beatty, and Binghamton leads 2-0. So Reading's got some work to do. Top of the 7th here at Mirabito Stadium.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Pitching change for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies as Justin Lasco hands the ball over to Willie Tavares here for the top of the 7th. The Phils now trail 2-0. Carlos Cortez sent home Brett Beatty for the 2nd run of the game. Marnie Mauricio had that solo shot in the 4th. The Phils have just 4 hits here. They've got to turn the Jets on here in the top of the 7th. They'll go against a new pitcher, as Lasco done after 6 innings of work, allowing 4 hits, no runs, so a quality start. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts on a total of 75 pitches. And so the Fightin' Phils will send up Jalen Ortiz, Aldrim Corridor, and Jonathan Guzman to try to get some action happening here. Jalen's been on base twice today, a single and a walk. Just try to start us off with something here in the back 3 innings of this contest. Middle infielders back deep. Corner infielders playing in as Jalen takes a first pitch ball. Tavares comes in with a 4.91 ERA. Righty. 5'11", 163 out of the Dominican Republic. 2nd season playing time in Binghamton as Jalen fouls this back. One ball and a strike. 16 games he's pitched in, 29 1/3 innings of work, 28 strikeouts, so averaging about 1 a frame as the 1-1 is cut on and missed by Jalen, 2-1. Originally signed by the Mets back on 2016. Time is called. Catcher steps out, gives some signs. Over the head goes Tavares, the 1-2. Jalen fouls it off his shin sharply and stays alive. Reading 4 hits, Binghamton just 6. But they lead 2-0 over the Fightin Phils. And this is sent sky high into shallow right. Ashford chasing in. He'll come over and make the play. There's out number 1. And here's Aldrim Corridor. Corridor, the first lefty bat that Tavares will see. Takes the first pitch called strike. Lefties bat 283 against Tavares, righties 292, so not too much difference. Comes overhead, Aldrim punches this foul, and he's down 0-2 quickly in the count. Aldrim 0 for 2 with 2 deep balls in the air. Some well struck during BP today. Looking to see that here in the game. Sends another one foul. Here's the 0-2 down and away. Corridor holds off. Tavares did see a frame against, actually 2 frames against Reading. 2 innings of work, 2 hits, no runs, and no walks. So he was successful. This is a slow roller to second, gobbled up by Young. And there's out number 2. And here's Jonathan Guzman. This is sharply struck at third, knocked down by Rodriguez, and keeping his foot on the bag is Matt Winiger. A great defensive play in the hot corner to get Jonathan Guzman. And the Fightins go down in order. So 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Binghamton leads Reading 2-0.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, J.P. Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices, like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Jack Perkins gets just 1 frame here, and he'll hand the ball over to Tyler McKay for the bottom of the 7th. Binghamton leads 2-0. And the R-Phils are just having trouble finding their bats today. But McKay's going to have to get us through the bottom half clean and keep the R-Phils in this game. He's been very solid in a Fightins uniform since being called up from High A just a little bit ago on June 6th, so not even a month here in Double-A. And he'll see the bottom three in the order: Ashford, Winokur, and Rodriguez. They've combined for 2 of the 6 hits for the Rumble Ponies. And here is Zach Ashford coming up on the left side. McKay joined us on the trip to Cooperstown a couple days ago. I think he had a good time. Sends a first pitch ball to Zach Ashford. Three out of 4 in scoreless appearances as he gets a high pop-up out to shallow center. Chris Sharp is going to come in and make the catch, and there is out number 1 here for Matt Winokur. When he started the season in High A Jersey Shore, he pitched 20 and a third innings of work, a 2.66 ERA, with 19 strikeouts, so averaging about 1 a frame. And he'll already get out number 1 here as he sees Winokur a first pitch ball. Infield, outfield, back deep, a beautiful sky at the ballpark tonight. And there's a ball outside, 2-0. Logan Ohapi back behind the plate here. After getting the day off yesterday, McKay misses inside, 3-0. Now he hits the outside corner. Wind has completely died down. That flag in left, not even moving. I think we're supposed to have great weather through the rest of the weekend, mid-80s here in Binghamton, New York. And then we'll come home for a series against the Somerset Patriots. This is a soft liner that's going to drop in left center. Good fielding by Chris Sharp, keeps him at first. And Winokur gets a base knock with 1 out, but McKay, very big ground ball guy, could certainly induce a double play here with Manny Rodriguez coming up. He's 1 for 2 today. In 2021, he pitched 48 and a third innings and induced 7 ground ball double plays, which is pretty impressive. I think the team leader now, Mike Adams and James MacArthur, each have 5 apiece. Runner shuffles off the bag at first. Winokur, no stolen bases, no attempts. First pitch ball here. McKay looks behind him over at first base. Corridor holding the runner on. This is a grounder. Left side. 5, 4, 3. They get the double play. Wow, you speak that into existence, and he picks up 2 outs with 1 pitch and gets through the bottom of the 7th clean. He puts his team back up to bat quick. Top of the 8th coming at you in just a moment. The R. Phil's looking for some offense.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightin's in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightin's team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. of proven winner J.P. Mascaro & Sons, the industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's J.P. Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
One inning for the relievers on both sides, first out of the pen. So Taveras is done after a quick 1-2-3 frame. And they will call upon Jesus Campos here for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. He'll see Sharp, Vicuna, and Rijo. Reading trails 2-0, looking for some offense as we get into the final two frames here. Another righty. Sharp 0 for 2 wins today's contest. Reading has just 4 hits, 2 of them by Josh Alchemy, Jalen Ortiz, and Wendell Rijo. They've taken just 1 walk today. But always time to change that here as Chris Sharp leads off. And he takes the first pitch outside. Playing in close, Manny Rodriguez over at third. He's made some pretty solid plays today. Taveras, glove at the waist, kind of cradling as he swings his arm back and then powers forward. He sends another ball in. Fightin Phils have seen Campos before in the last series. Sharp, however, was not here for that as he takes a called strike. Beautiful kind of cotton candy sky in the background of this ballpark today. Weather dropping into the high 70s now. Sharp takes strike 2 on the outside corner, and the count evens. Reading looking just for some base runners here, trying to get things started in the top of the 8th. Here's the 2-2 to Sharp. Betty goes down swinging a foul tip into the glove of Alvarez. And there is out number 1. And here is Kevin Vacunia. Vacunia did see Campos 0 for 1. Trying to change that stat line now as he takes the first pitch below the knees. In the on-deck circle is Wendell Rijo. There's another ball, 2-0. Now that's how Campos started off Sharp's at bat, and then he ended up coming out on top. We'll see how Vacunia can fight him off. Takes him way out to center field. McElwain back at the warning track. He makes the catch. Hoping that had a little bit more on it, but it's just a long out number 2. Campos has seen significant time in Double-A, tracking all the way back to 2019. Last season spent a good amount of time in Triple-A, but started the opening day roster here with Binghamton. Glove at the waist, he swings back. Now he comes home outside to Wendell Rijo. It's a ball. Started everybody off with a ball. Originally signed by the Mets back in 2016, so he's had a good amount of professional experience. Just 26 years old, though. Rijo lines this, and it's going to drop in fair up the third base side. He's going to hustle for 2 as it goes all the way to the corner. Cortez tracks it back, and suddenly Reading's got something brewing with 2 outs. They have a runner in scoring position, and Jack Conley up at the plate. He'll represent the tying run now since Binghamton leads just 2-0. Jack 0 for 3 today. Rijo already caught stealing once. Campos looking back at him. Now at Jack, now back. Now will come home. And there's a first pitch strike. Two outs, top of the 8th inning here at Mirabito Stadium. Jack's bat goes flying. That's why they have those nets behind home plate. Maybe you need a little spray on that so it sticks a little bit easier to the gloves, especially when you get sweaty. Humid night like tonight. And that was strike 2 because he also got a piece of the ball. Runner on second, 2 outs, top of the 8th. The Arphils trail by 2. And here is Jack Conley from the right side with an 0-2 count. Outside, good take. A ball and 2 strikes. Campos taking his time, deals, and this is downstairs. He thought it was strike 3, but instead it's just a ball down and away. Count evens 2-2. Jack trying to make some rally time here. Arphils trail by 2, top of the 8th. Represents the tying run with Wendell Rijo out on second after a 2-out double. 2-2, and Jack strikes out swinging. Arphils get a runner on, but they fail to bring him across, so still scoreless here. And Binghamton keeps their 2-0 lead. It's their turn to bat, bottom of the 8th. We'll see who comes out to pitch for the Fightin' Phils in just a moment.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phils game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Tyler McKay gets another inning of work here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Binghamton leads 2-0. He's hoping to keep it that way. The Arphils will just have 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Try not to get shut out here at Mirabito Stadium. It'll be the top of the order, McElwain, Alvarez, and Beatty, as this is sharply fouled. all the way up the stands. And the count moves to 1-1. Fans, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's been kind of a quiet night here compared to the past few nights at the ballpark, although still time for some stuff to happen. This is sharply deflected off of the rubber on the mound and into center field, and McElwain will start it off with a base hit for Francisco Alvarez. Tomorrow's game moves back to 6:35 here at the ballpark, so don't forget that. Hope you'll join me in tomorrow's contest. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies will throw Alec Casena, and the R. Phils will throw Adam Leverett. Alvarez takes the first pitch ball below the knees. He's 0 for 3 today, although he has called a very good game catching. Checks his swing, but he doesn't go around. 2-0. McKay picked up a big double play to get out of the 7th. He's got a runner on first with nobody out. He could use another one of those. Here's the 2-0 to Alvarez. Grounder left side, ranging over Guzman to Vicuna to corridor, and he gets the job done. 1 pitch, 2 out. Another double play for Tyler McKay. And that clears the base paths, put 2 on the board for Brett Beatty. All that infield work working very well for the Fightin' Phils, as they looked fantastic out there today. Brett Beatty, 1 for 2, also hit by a pitch in today's contest. Takes the first pitch ball from the left side. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Beatty chases down and away. Phillies starting another 40 minutes. Lehigh Valley is tied at Norfolk 2-2. Rafael Marchand doubled home. Guthrie and Peterson. Jersey Shore got a run on the board. They trail Brooklyn by just 1 now. Here's the 1-2. And that's a called strike 3. McKay gets him looking and takes him down in order. As we go on to the 9th, your Fightin' Phils will have 3 outs here, down by just 2.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R. Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R. Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R. Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R. Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Another pitcher here for the Binghamton Rumble Ponies as Yezo Campos hands the ball over to Daniel Nunez. Nunez, a righty, will see the Arphils, Alchemy, Ohapi, and Ortiz in the heart of their order down 2-0, trying not to get shut out here to the Rumble Ponies. They've had a couple base runners today, just 5 hits, and just issued 1 free pass. So looking to make something happen, and Alchemy is a good place to start. He's 2 for 3 today. And I'll see Nunez, who comes in with a 4.50 ERA. First time we're seeing Daniel Nunez in this contest. Righty on lefty matchup to start off the top of the 9th. Right now, Binghamton, the home team, is in the lead, so they won't need the bottom half, but looking to see Fightin' Phil's trying to make them get there. Nunez has spent time up in the big club, but he didn't actually make an appearance. Also seen AAA time this season. And now Reed Brignac, the manager, going to come out here. He didn't like the ball call to Josh Alchemy. He's going to come talk to the home plate umpire, Matt Carleone. He's the crew chief. Obviously, he doesn't get what he's after. And the count stays 1-0. If you're wondering what the screaming is between innings, that is the people in the suite next to me. I'll turn down my crowd mic a little bit. It's a group of adults, and they are just screaming. I don't know why. But I sit amongst the people here in the booth. I'm right in the suite section. There's chairs right in front of me. Tough spot as Josh Alchemy takes a swinging strike. Usually I try to remember to turn off my crowd mic if it gets this aggressive. So if you're wondering, that's what's going on. Here's a 1-2 inside to Alchemy, and he's caught looking. Matt Carleone rings him up on a pitch on the inside, and there is out number 1 for the Fightin' Phils. Here's Logan Ohapi. Somebody's got to get on base. Fightin' Phils are looking to at least put up a run on the board. 2 would be ideal. Down 2-0 here. 2 outs left in the 9th. Logan Ohapi takes the first pitch strike. He's 0 for 3 today. Takes a swinging strike. On a pitch down and away, 0-2. Again, no radar gun here at Mirabito Stadium, so can't tell you what he's throwing. Nunez, the 0-2. Ohapi grounds this in on the left side. Sharply struck and past a diving Rodriguez. And Reading will get a base runner here in the top of the 9th, trying to rally. Down by 2, they'll send up Jalen Ortiz, who's going to represent the tying run here with Logan Ohapi at first. Ortiz has had a hit and a walk in this contest. Otherwise flew out deep to right field. Certainly has the strength to send one out here. No wind helping or harming him. He'll take a first pitch inside. Nunez, 26 years old. 1-0 is taken way up. Out in shallow right. Zach Ashford coming in. He gets to it and makes the catch. There's out number 2. Reading's down to their final out here. Aldrum Corridor due up. He's 0 for 3. He is due for a hit. With Logan Ohapi on first, a chance to tie this up with one swing of the bat. And at the very least, looking to keep the inning rolling. Reading 5 hits, Binghamton 8. They've scored 2 runs, though. Fightins have only been shut out a couple times this season. Have that here. They've been shut out 3 times. Akron, Hartford, and Altoona. They've shut out the other team 4 times. First pitch ball to the lefty corridor, waiting in the on-deck circle, Jonathan Guzman. Ohapi shuffles off the bag at first. Nunez doesn't really seem to mind so much as Corridor pokes this foul on the roof. One ball, one strike. Nunez leans over, gets the sign from Alvarez. Sets up on the inside part of the plate. Aldrum sends this foul, and now Reading is down to their final strike here. It'll take a moment to get more balls for the bat boy. Comparatively, this has been a very quick game. Almost 3 hours the past 3 nights. Now we're just hovering around 2. Runner on first. 2 outs on the board, top of the 9th. Corridor from the left side. Nunez a righty. Here's a 1-2, and Aldrum goes down swinging. That'll do it. The Fightin' Phils drop this Friday night contest to the Binghamton Rumble Ponies as they get shut out 2-0. And the series evens at 2 apiece, which means tomorrow all the more exciting. Join me at 6:35. I'll be on here at Mirabito Stadium bringing you all the action as the Fightin' Phils will throw righty Adam Levert versus righty Al Casena. Fans, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. Your final score tonight, Binghamton 2,